Hi guys, it's Melanie. Today I have the beginning of my fall Bath and Body Works pumpkin series reviews. So over the next 5 to 6 Saturdays, I'm going to be uploading reviews of the candles that I purchased from the fall collection so far. There have honestly not been many scents that I have been tempted to purchase multiples of, but it's kind of for two reasons. The first being that I am trying to work through a large chunk of my candle stash, so I don't want to add a bunch to my collection. And secondly, I haven't really found anything new that was super hoard worthy yet. So I will say that my Bath and Body Works does not have all of the candles out yet, but my particular store is going to be converting to a White Barn Bath and Body Works combination. And a lot of Bath and Body Works are transitioning over to that particular setup. So what that means is that you are going to have a White Barn store within your Bath and Body Works. The two will basically be kind of the same store for the most part, from what I understand, at least at my location. They're going to be literally right next to each other, and it looks like they're going to be connected. So you can go between the two stores without walking out into the mall to get to the other location, if that makes sense. I'm really excited about this change because I know that White Barn gets a lot more scents than Bath and Body Works typically does. I honestly don't purchase body care at all from Bath and Body Works anymore at this point. The only thing that I go in for is candles. So I'm excited that there is now going to be a little bit more focus on candles at my particular store. So the first candle that I'm reviewing is obviously Pumpkin Spice. This is my second burn. And the reason that I'm reviewing this one first is because my friend Jennifer actually, when she first picked this candle up, she thought that it might be a dupe for Nutmeg and Spice. And I want to say that someone, correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer, I think someone at her store told her that like it was a mispour and that it was supposed to be Pumpkin Spice, but then it somehow ended up being Nutmeg and Spice. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but Nutmeg and Spice, for those of you that are new to my channel, is one of my all-time favorite scents from Bath and Body Works, and I've been dying for them to bring it back for a couple of years now. So when I heard that there's a possibility that this might be Nutmeg and Spice, I was like, yes. And Bath and Body Works will do that quite frequently, where they just rename a scent that they already have. I guess they don't want to take the time to come up with new fragrances, so they just kind of pull from like their vault and voila, it's a new fragrance, right? So I, like I said, have been burning this for 2 days now. And by the way, my batch is A1. That's what it says on the bottom of my candle. And I don't think it's a straight on version of Nutmeg and Spice, but I do think that there are hints of it within this. It's definitely not pumpkin spice. Like, I don't smell much like, it doesn't smell like a pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice, like pumpkin filling, I guess, that you would put into a pie in any kind of way. But it does have that like nutmeg, clovey kind of creaminess to it. So let me read you guys the description here. So apparently this is supposed to contain toasted pumpkin seed, cinnamon stick, warm clove, and applewood. Now really the only thing that I get from that actual description is that slight clove. There is a hint of that in my candle anyway. I know there have been some variations, so keep that in mind. There is a hint of cinnamon, but I also get that nutmeg and that kind of creamy note. It's not really vanilla or cookie per se. And by the way, nutmeg and spice to me, when I was burning it, smelled like nutmeg and like warm cookies, like butter cookies. That is to me what nutmeg and spice sort of evoked when I would burn it in the past. So, you know, I guess this is the closest that I might get to nutmeg and spice, but it's not probably what, like if you were to order this online, I think you'd kind of be surprised when you smelled it based on what you read the description to be. I think you'd be like, oh wow, yeah, no. Totally doesn't smell like the description at all. There is no like applewood note to this at all. I don't think it smells like toasted pumpkin seeds, and I don't get that strong cinnamon at all, and I really honestly don't get a strong clove. So it just kind of, the cinnamon and the clove are there, the nutmeg is there, the creaminess is there, and that's about it. Like that's what I get out of this A1 batch anyway. Once again, there do seem to be batch variations. So if you're buying in store, maybe take a look at the underneath of the candle and see what it says. In terms of performance, it's doing really good. Like, it has really nice tall flames. I would actually say that they're a little bit too tall for my liking. I'm gonna have to blow this out. I've only been burning this for about an hour and a half for the second burn here. And you can see that I have like almost a good solid inch of like wax pulled out, and those flames are hot. And there is a decent sized mushroom top on the tops of the wicks there. So I'm afraid that the wax will eventually get that kind of burn smell. Typically when you have those huge mushroom tops, for some reason it does cause the wax to get kind of a burn smell when you get to the halfway point. So I'm gonna be blowing this out and letting it cool, and then I'm gonna trim those wicks pretty short. I had them pretty short to start with, but the wax just burns really fast because the flames are so hot. So I anticipate this is one of those candles that I will probably go through pretty quickly. This is the one out of all the scents that I have so far that I picked up 2 backups of. So I have 2 more after this, and depending on how this goes the rest of the way down, I may grab a couple more, because like I said, I think this is the closest I'm probably going to get to Nutmeg and Spice, unless by some miracle they decide to re-release it this coming holiday season. And Nutmeg and Spice does tend to come out more around like Thanksgiving and like Christmas time. So if I am going to see it, that's probably where it will come back out again. So in the meantime, this is good enough to get me through, but it's not an exact dupe. So, but anyway, I hope that you guys found this review helpful. I wish I could be more specific, but like I said, with the batch variations, you're gonna kind of have to look at the bottom of the label. You know, I wish I could be more specific, but I can't with this one. There's too many conflicting reviews of it out there so far. So this is what I get from mine. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Please subscribe if you're new, and I will of course see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.